Hey guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Fringe Season 2, Episode 18. This show has been getting so good. I mean, it's been good from the start, but like it's amping up now to something big. I can feel it, I'm loving it. I'm just excited to watch more of this show. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get straight into it. Here we go. Six, 4, 2, 1. Boston.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have any spare change? Thank you. God bless you.
Oh wait, is he from the 100? I know him as well. Dexter, right? Maybe?
Spare change?
He's wiped every single person out.
Oh, God.
I thought he was going to be like, oh God, but spare change? And then just rinse them all. Dark. Lefty. There is a lot of lefties in TV, isn't there? They do say, though, that left-handed people are creative people.
Come on, Walter, pick up the phone. Walter, pick up the receiver. Be home to pick you up in 15 minutes, all right?
Back to his note. Oh my God, it's a short novel. But are you going to give it to him?
Noticed anything weird?
Not yet, but give it 10 minutes.
I was actually talking about Walter. All week it feels like he's been enveloped in this sadness.
That makes me want to sob.
I haven't noticed anything.
That was a lie. That the hard swallow after saying, I've not noticed anything.
My first guess is a collective heart failure, sympathetic, contagious, like yawning.
Come on, Walter. You really believe that?
Walter.
Oh, this over there.
Oh my God, that's mine. Thank you.
Okay, panic over. He's got it back. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I'll need to take some of these bodies back to the lab. 6 or 7.
Olivia's like, Walter, be cool.
Who is this guy?
And how did he kill everything on this train?
Walter, what's going on with you? Is there something wrong? Something you want to talk about?
Everything's fine. Astro, show me those previous cellular samples.
Astro.
That's extraordinary.
The ATP concentrations are unusually low. What
But
do you
you
say I
should
take
samples
samples
from
of the
the
rest
others
and
and
see
see it
if
as a
there's a
trend.
trend?
The guy kills a train full of people and then stops for a meal.
And the trail goes cold there. Once he left the cafe, we couldn't locate him on any other cameras.
Yeah, he was here this morning. He comes in all the time.
Oh, she's out of the 100 as well. And Supernatural.
Here, this is him.
Alistair Peck.
Alistair Peck. Stolen ID, though. Oh, maybe not. Walter, you're needed.
Send the bishops up, please.
Subatomic particles behaving. These are sublime.
Astrophysicist.
Dr. Peck was dealing with tremendous energy to do whatever it is he's doing.
And he's just stood there, just watching.
What are you doing with my things?
Beck is here. He's downstairs.
Were they fingerprints?
He just walked in off the street.
What did you do to the people on that train?
Those people aren't dead, miss.
I love his voice.
I've implanted a Faraday mesh, a shield to create a temporal pocket around your body.
That's fantastic.
Dr. Peck, what are you doing? Dr. Peck?
He's back on the train. Time travel. Again.
You have to go through this again.
Okay. So he's not going to enter his home now on the next playthrough.
Your son, Peter. Alright, fine. When you get this,
This is giving me anxiety with this letter.
I'm coming home to pick you up in 15 minutes, alright?
I wonder if Walter's going to be like, ooh, I'm getting deja vu.
Not yet, but give it 10 minutes.
I was actually talking about Walter.
Groundhog Day. And he's going to close his eyes. Peter's not going to find the letter.
Sympathetic, contagious, like yawning.
Lights are all on that one.
I'll need to take some of these bodies back to the lab. 6 or 7 should suffice.
Agent Dunham?
Wait, so he said that they're soon not going to be dead? So the ones in the lab right now, there's a chance that they could start sitting up and walking about. Astrid's going to have a fright.
The man from the train, did he say something to you?
Sorry, you have to go through this again?
To go through this again.
Again?
He was so close to the freaking letter. He had his foot on it. Oh my days. I can't.
All the batteries are dead. All the cell phones, laptops. Walter's still working on it. I'll let you know if he finds out anything else.
Okay.
She's got such a power walk. I love it.
Got lucky. It matched a set NASA has on file.
Dr. Alistair Peck. Well, we know that he lives here, 412 Inman Street.
Okay. Bit different. Or is that just a bit that we didn't see? Are they going to say that he worked at MIT or no?
Send the bishops up, please.
Walter finds it this time. Yeah, so the story has changed. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Did you just get deja vu?
What?
Wow, I'm having deja vu.
I read that deja vu is fate's way of telling you that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. I never get it myself.
I get deja vu quite a lot, to be honest.
Huh. Well, one of them's bound to be back sooner or later.
It's going to be her this time, isn't it?
Shall we go home now? I'm tired of waiting.
I can't. With his little puppy dog face, it gets me. Every single time.
I can't look at him.
Walter, you can't keep doing this.
Every time I think I'm ready to tell him, I envision his reaction. There's something I'm waiting for, Agent Dunham. Something important.
What could he possibly be waiting for?
What are they for?
Well, they're what you'd use to cast machine parts, but these look like they were handmade.
Ooh, look at his arms. It looks so painful. Holy Jesus. How is he alive?
Alistair Peck has conceived of some extraordinary theories and is possibly implementing them. He may well be able to travel through time, conceivably.
There's the deja vu, Olivia.
Handwritten segment at the back, and the writing stops. Achieving the Arlet principle.
What'd you just say?
Achieving the Arlet principle.
I think I know why Peck is doing this.
She died, and he wants to get her back.
If Alistair Peck is going back to save her.
Grief can drive people to extraordinary lengths.
Walter would know. And Olivia does now as well. It's like he's so close to finding out, and then distractions.
Well, what's he doing at MIT? The professor said she hadn't seen him for almost a year.
Walter has a lab here. Maybe Peck has a lab there.
No doubt.
For Peck, this is about bringing a dead loved one back to life. I think I can convince him to stop this.
Is he gonna admit to Peck why they have that similarity, and Peter's gonna overhear, and that's how he's gonna break the news indirectly? Right, how is he alive from that, guys? I don't get it. That's absolutely vile, and surely all of them are gonna get infected. Well, that was a banger, that.
Wait, I'm not a threat. I'm an ambassador. Please trust me.
Is he wearing a wire? Oh god,
So you know,
The 18th of May.
Don't stand there. There are snipers outside. Stay away from the window.
He is. Peter's gonna know. This is how he's gonna find out. I'm not ready.
You approximate the time curvature using a 7th order polynomial.
He's helping him.
I've asked God for a sign of forgiveness. The specific one, a white tulip. I have traveled through madness to figure this out.
I'm okay, I'm alright.
Primary cell tower that's been handling the signal is a tower near Albany Street.
Here we go again.
6 dead, including 2 Boston PD officers.
We have to take him down before it jumps again.
Has Alistair Peck, is he going to change the outcome here and he's going to be telling Peter what happens? I don't know. Because obviously he did that in front of him and pulled the wire out. Is he going to write it down? I don't know. Unless he's going to give a note to Walter and someone else is going to read it. Carol Bryce, MIT. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree here, aren't I?
Take it.
He's gone again. He's at the hot air balloon, here we go. He's going back to the 18th. Oh, that was the observer then. To then just die together. Oh, that's so sad. It was to Walter Bishop.
Today's the day I'm supposed to send it.
Open it. Apparently Alistair felt whatever it is he could put in your trust.
Which is why she shouldn't read it. But there's not going to be any Alistair Peck to investigate this time around. Instead, he's just going to receive another letter from Alistair. Oh, I need to get a grip, me. Look how happy it looks. Oh, he's burnt it. So did he get the letter off Alistair or no? He got his sign from God, aka time-travelling scientist. I do be a mess, guys. I do be an absolute mess. So for those that have watched me for a while, you know that I am a big mad ass and I cry a lot. But there is just something with this show that just hits me. A lot of it has to come down with John Noble's acting skills, but also I think I can just put myself in their shoes and just know how difficult that would be. I'm also scared of how Peter is going to react. Like, I feel the same, obviously not the same, but anxieties that Walter is going through. Like, it could be a disaster. Peter could completely spiral. He could never forgive him. He could want to return to his original world. He just could resent everything about his life. And if he doesn't tell him, and then Peter can just go on blissfully unaware, then Walter still has to have the weight of that secret, and now Olivia as well, because Olivia knows, on their shoulders. And it's clearly eating away at them. And I think that Alistair Peck leaving that white tulip is going to give Walter that well-needed push to talk to Peter. And he burnt the letter. He was gonna bury it. He was gonna bury the secret. He decided there and then, that's it. I'm not gonna do it. But because he went on this journey with Alistair, opened up his soul, Alistair has played a hand in God and said, you know, you needed a sign and I'm here to give it to you. Which is just crazy as well, because this version of Walter never experienced any of that. He never actually opened up his soul. This Walter. So to him, it's just God has spoken to him, and that's him. That's him forgiven now. He wanted to be forgiven, and that's the bottom line. He was forever looking up to God to ask for forgiveness. Alistair has given him that forgiveness. But to Walter, that will mean a lot. I need to pull myself together to get through this outro now. What a show though, guys, what a show. A few things like I loved about this was the time travel aspect yet again. I always love that kind of thing, and this was definitely a different spin on it. I was confused as to how he wasn't dying, but I guess it was just the energy keeping him alive that he was sucking out of the lives of people, but then obviously he was jumping through time, so then those people don't actually die. But like Walter said, like that final one, that 18th of May, whoever dies remains dead. Alistair took that advice on board and just got in the car so he could be with her. I am a mess. Okay, another thing that I wanted to point out, Olivia keeping that secret from Peter again, when Peter was saying, look, I know there's something wrong with Walter, have you noticed it? He can't look me in the eye, etc. And Olivia looks at Peter and says, oh, I've not noticed a thing. Gulp. She is right in the middle, but I think she's just hoping that Walter is going to stay by his word and eventually tell Peter everything. My question now is, he supposedly was forgiven by God because the white tulip arrived. Therefore, is that the decision to admit everything with Peter, to clear the air, and God forgives him, so that's important? Or is it, I mean, God's forgiven him already, so that weight has been lifted. He can just crack on with life as is. Selfishly, I kind of hope for the latter. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person for thinking that. But to me, it's Peter has no idea. So it isn't actually hurting him. He has finally got an amazing relationship with his dad, which is what he's wanted for so long. He's got a purpose. He has a home, which again, he felt like he never had prior when Walter was locked away. From Peter's point of view right now, he's in a good place. And him finding out that information could really rock the boat and scar him permanently. The only thing that makes me, I wouldn't say the only thing, but one of the things that makes me question if I would want him to know is the parents in the original world that Peter came from, because I can't help but feel for them. They just woke up one day and they didn't have a son anymore. You know, that's painful. It's unforgiving. So when I come back to our version of Walter, obviously because I've spent so much time with him, I have that bias, which again isn't correct, it's not right, but I do, and I admit that I do. So he's suffered, I feel as though he's suffered the consequences because he was locked away for so long and he missed a large portion of Peter's life. Again, I don't really know the specifics of when he got there or how he got there. But I imagine it's through a multitude of things that brought him to that point. And while he was locked away, he had a lot of time to grieve and to reflect. And it has made him a better person. So what's to say that this alternate Walter, like Peter's original dad from his world, I don't know why I did that because it is actually his original dad, then what if that guy continues to be a bad guy? Our alternate Walter could be a horrendous person because he didn't go through what our Walter went through to then get him to be that good person, you know? Am I making sense? I feel like I am. No, I am because he lost his son, the alternate Walter, but not in the same ways that our Walter did. I guess it depends if he then has spent time reflecting. I don't know what happened over there to put a stop to that. I don't know what happened. Hopefully we find out though. I would like to travel to that world again. Please, Fringe. I want to see it. I want to see what happened. I don't want that to be it now. And we just say, okay, well, this is our Peter and this is our Walter. And that's that. I want to know what happened over there. I do believe in the writers though. I believe in this show. I think we will find out those answers. I hope. I think I'm just fully aware that there's a massive grey area. So I do have my biases, and that's why I want to see the other world to then either reassure me or just change my opinion and my feelings. I want to go down that journey though. I don't want to just accept the now. I want to know the details, please and thank you. I also liked the scene with Alistair's friend, Carol something, because when her colleague walked in and was like, we'll just open it and see, and the respect and trust that she had in Alistair to say, he wouldn't have sealed it if he wanted me to see what was inside. So the respect that she gave there, hats off to her, and very well played for remembering that that was the day as well. It's obviously played on her mind, and hopefully now that she's shared that letter, that'll be a weight lifted for her and she can just crack on with her life now as well. Obviously the Carols that we saw were different Carols too, because the initial Carol, Alistair was very much alive and MIT just let him go. He left and yeah, he was going about his research, and then that distance forms. But because he technically died after time traveling on the same day as Arlette, then the relationship with Alistair and Carol remained strong. The distance wasn't there. They've really thought this through, and I appreciate that a lot. I really do. I like when shows get it right, and these guys got it right. Again, my opinion, I'm not huge into science and the understanding of how things work, so I guess technically there could be annoyances there for those that do understand it, but for me, as just a dumb watcher, I like that the storyline to me just makes sense, and it seems very detailed. So I'm a happy viewer, I've got to say, and I'm excited to see what episode 19 brings, which I will be watching very shortly. So yeah, without further ado, I will leave it there. Thank you so much, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button because it means a lot to me if you do. I will love you a lot as always, but a little cheeky thumbs up doesn't go amiss, you know? Maybe subscribe as well if you could be so kind, but as always, there's no pressure here. But I'd love to have you be a part of the family, part of the Dark Pack. Speaking of the Dark Pack, a massive shout out to all of those members and patrons and sponsors. You guys, you're incredible, and I hope you had an amazing Christmas and New Year. Obviously on YouTube this will be delayed, so for you guys, I hope the year is going very well indeed. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon for the next reaction. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. And before I completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dark Pack. And today I've chosen Christian, and Christian left a very long, in-depth comment, and I just want to say a massive thank you to you for taking the time to dive and delve into that. I really appreciated the topics that you pointed out there. Obviously, because it's a long comment, I've had to shorten it, and I just wanted to read what Christian put because I felt like it related well to this episode in 218 as well. So this is from my 216 reaction though, and Christian says, please never feel like getting emotional about this show is weird or out of proportion, because it's very normal, especially about this episode. I would go so far to say that if someone gets to this episode and they feel nothing at all, they should probably drop the show, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm gatekeeping or anything similar, but I truly believe that if this episode doesn't resonate with you in any way, that means it's probably not the show for you, just because, like I mentioned in the beginning, this one is the emotional core of the whole show. Anyway, I loved your reaction and your discussion as usual, and I can't wait to delve into the final section of this season. It's about to get even crazier. I feel like I needed this reminder, obviously following 218, where again I got very emotional, and I think for me, I always feel a little silly when I get emotional to TV shows because my head is saying, I mean, it's not real, so why are you getting like this? But for my heart, I put myself in the shoes of those characters, and then I feel for that moment a part of what they're feeling, which I don't know, is it weird? But then like Christian says, like, you shouldn't feel weird for getting sucked in, because that's the purpose of the show. That's what they want from you. You know, the music, the lighting, the dialogue, the acting, everything. It's all together to create those emotions. And yeah, I feel as though I needed that reminder. I think doing what I do, you obviously it's a vulnerable thing to do, and you do get people that will find it silly for shedding tears and whatnot. But for me, it is part of the fun, because if I didn't get sucked in and feel those feelings, to me, I'm like, well, why would I watch it then? And I think that's what Christian is trying to say, because if it doesn't resonate with you in any way, then it probably isn't, or not the right source of entertainment for you, to be honest. And for 216, again, mind-blowing episode, that by far the best to date that Fringe has ever released, and they have released some bangers, including 218 that I've just watched. It was just unbelievable. And the callbacks with the Easter eggs, the just that satisfying feeling, it was amazing. It reminds me of why you guys search for reactions. It's that, like, you want to see and feel that initial feeling again. So if you have to do that through someone else's eyes, then I guess, you know, that's the way to do it. I cannot stress enough how much I love this show. So for you guys who also love the show, and me getting to communicate with all of you, see where your heads were at, what your feelings were, to get reassurance in some parts, and in other parts to get my eyes open to the things that I've missed, etc. Like, it's just so good. It is such a good community. I'm very lucky to have you all, and I'm just loving it. I genuinely love it. And it feels good when I find a show that really does that. I felt that with Buffy. Definitely felt it with Buffy, felt it with Supernatural as well. And, well, too many to list, to be honest. I feel like I get a little something from each show. And because The Good Place, again, that one, that was a doozy right there. That one really hit home for me. And for this one, this masterpiece that is Fringe, yes, sometimes the science is a little, like, goes over my head, or it's a little skewed for me, or pushes the boundaries a lot. I don't care for any niggles that I have in regards to that, because the root, the core, like Christian says, is that heart, that the dynamics, the relationships, the history, the drawing of all of these parallels coming together. Oh, it's amazing. I love every second of it, and I can't thank you enough for joining me on the journey, guys, because if you weren't here, it wouldn't be the experience that I'm experiencing right now. So I owe you guys a lot, and I will leave it there because I feel like I'm rambling quite a bit. But thank you guys for taking the time to leave your comments, and Christian, case in point right there. It means a lot. And don't forget, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, then don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Maybe yours will be next. But until the next episode, goodbye for now.